I'm getting so cold. I ain't wait this hard since I was 18. Apologize if I say.
Welcome to the Trans Way.
Should always be the one to introduce us. I'm Justin.
Echo. Missed you guys. We want to apologize for taking forever. It was not intentional. Justin got really sick.
I had an ear infection from hell.
He had to get it drained, and then he got sick on top of it.
Yeah.
And then my computer charger broke, so I had to get another one shipped in, which we have all the software on my computer to do all of our video programming. So yay for us. We were put out of business for a while, but we're back, and we have some new things we'd like to discuss with all of our friends today, our YouTubies.
So we're going to talk about our year and year and a half marker on T, and how important your parents are because of Mother's Day and Father's Day, and then gym stuff, and this film called Tumblr. So that's our thing for today.
So technically, what is it? June. I'm like damn near 14 months on testosterone, but since it's been forever, I haven't done my year video. So we're gonna discuss how different our lives have changed from pre-T to a year on T, because a year in the trans world is like a big deal. So
yeah, big deal.
Go ahead. I'll let you go first. Since you hit it first.
I hit mine on November 17th was my year, but year and a half just happened on May 17th. So what I really wanted to talk about was I ran across an old video of mine that I made like 2 weeks after I started, and I was basically just freaking out, being this hormonal mess. The girl I was dating at the time, we were having problems, and I kept thinking, oh my gosh, like there's something wrong with me, and I'm doing everything wrong, when really she was just really confused and whatever. But anyway, yeah, it messed with my head a lot, and I remember saying, man, I did not know that testosterone would do this to me. So when you get on T, that's a normal feeling to have like the first few months, super anxiety, always in a rage. I went through that. Echo went through something different, but I went through like this really crazy state of mind. So if you're feeling that, you're not alone. Don't worry.
I would say my life has changed on all levels ever since being on testosterone. Justin and I are opposites again in this subject area. Before T, I was anxiety prone all the time. Generalized anxiety disorder, so I literally could not even watch the show 1,000 Ways to Die, because all I would think about all day long was like something stupid was gonna happen. I was gonna walk outside and die like all the time. And now that I'm on testosterone, it's like the opposite. I'm like riding a garbage lid tied to the back of a truck, and I'm like, woo! But before, hell no. Also, I'm just happier, I'm way more confident, I have a lot more fun, I voice my opinions a lot more, and I'm really glad Justin brought up the part about being scared when you first start T. I always knew I was going to. I'm very strong-minded when I decide to do something, and so nobody was going to stop me. But there were moments, and they were brief moments, but it does get overwhelming at first. It's such a powerful hormone that I would question, like, holy crap, like, this is intense. Now, mine was intense for a different reason. His was rage pants, and mine was numb. Like, I wasn't happy, but I wasn't sad. It was just, I was watching my life through a movie. It was just robotic, almost. And that passed after a while, eventually, but your body's gonna take a minute to get used to that hormone. Testosterone's way more intense than estrogen is, so, you know, when you first go through that, don't worry about it. All of us do. Just push past that, and then it's like everything becomes really normal after a while.
Yeah, it's like a wall that you have to, like, break down, and once that wall's broken, you're almost normal.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about it. You're just an immature dick like the rest of us. So, Mother's Day just passed, and Father's Day is coming up. And I wanted to talk about how awesome my experience has been with my parents. I am one of the very fortunate ones who have had a very supportive family throughout everything. I mean, the only family that took a long time was my dad's immediate family, and now they're all really cool with it. So I mean, I'm not, I guess I'm really fortunate to have that, because I know a lot of people don't have that in their lives, that they don't have the support that they need. And you know, the first person I came out to was my mom, and she was really supportive about it. You know, she had me transfer schools, and all that. And then my dad took a long time, but he came around by the time I was in high school, so about a year or so. But really fully like 5 years to come around to PFLAG and other supportive groups. And he was able to openly talk about it, and he left the LDS church for me, and I think that's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Because it was a lot of his life. So, but yeah, so I've just been really fortunate in that. And even with like cousins and my siblings, when my parents told them, they were just like, oh, whatever, it's like normal. That you guys just found that out? Like, we've known all along. No wonder he was beating up on us. And you know, always wanting to play some sort of ripped action figure. So, instead of playing Barbies. But, anyway, yeah, you can go.
Well, I would like to outwardly tell Justin's family that I appreciate that, and mine as well, because we all know it's a hard road. Mine was not so much supportive, but they didn't care. It was just like, whatever, you know. My dad wasn't happy about it at all. I think he's slowly coming around to it because he's getting older, and he feels like, well, if I want my kid in my life, I kind of have to, but it's not necessarily something that he agrees with. So we're on an agree to disagree terms at the moment.
Oh, that sucks.
But for those of you out there whose parents aren't supportive, like my father, for instance, since Mother's Day just passed and Father's Day is rounding the corner, find somebody that you consider a parental figure, whether it's a best friend's parents or, Justin suggested earlier, a teacher, anybody that you feel is like somebody that you can relate to, that you can confide in, and they really do support you for who you are. That's huge for your inner success when it comes to being transgender, and if you want to transition or not, just your emotional stability as a whole. So really take a moment to appreciate those people and let them know how much you care, because I hear a lot of negativity about, you know, who doesn't support me, who doesn't do this for me, who doesn't like me, who doesn't da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But it's not very often that I hear trans people go, you know, 10 people may not like me, but there's one special person in my life that I really should be thanking because they've always been there for me.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, do that. What he said.
Okay.
So I had a lot of requests on the YouTube page and even on Tumblr about bodybuilding and, you know, can I take the camera to the gym with me and all this stuff. And it's been, I had the camera the whole time I was sick, and then I gave it back to him after I got better, and then I was like, wait a minute, I should have kept the camera. So we'll figure something out to where I can bring it with me and show you guys some routines, but for now I'll just kind of go into some detail about what you guys can do at home. You know, there's plenty of you can buy these at like Big Five or any sporting store. They're like pull-up machines or pull-up attachments to a door frame, and they're really easy to install and put together. It's like 1, 2, 3 step, and you know, when you get that, you can use those for push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, and you do like 5 sessions a week. You could start out with that, or you could go to Planet Fitness where there's a no judgment at all, and that's like a joke among bodybuilders because they don't like bodybuilders there for some reason, and they're non-judgment. But anyway, enough of that. But if you're worried about being judged at the gym, that's a good place to go because it's only $10 a month and it's month-to-month basis. Or you could go to Gold's Gym Express or something like that because they're popping up everywhere. Supplements and stuff, a multivitamin is a must. If you're trying to lose weight and stuff, you want to try to get your hands on a good thermogenic, break that down, It means to heat up your inner body's core temperature, so that way you can sweat more and burn more calories. But on the flip side, if you have heart conditions, you don't want to do it. Or if you're sensitive to caffeine, you don't want to do it. You can get these pills at bodybuilding.com, at GNC, at any other like supplement shop that's inside of a gym. They're everywhere. My personal favorite brand to go with is Cellucor, just because they know what they're doing and they're safe. You know, there's so many different ones to choose from. Just explore. Go forth. Protein is a must. You want to get your protein in 30 minutes after you work out, or else it's a waste. You just basically broke down all your muscle for nothing, and there's nothing there to recover with. Yeah, exactly. So when you're doing protein, you want to, if you're like us, a female to male, you want to do like 2 scoops. If you're male to female, you want to do 1.
Bring it here.
That's awesome. Please, can we put it like in between us?
Yes.
Yay! Thanks, Gabby. I love it.
Like that.
With cardio as well, when you're trying to lose weight, you want to do no more than 30 to 45 minutes. Otherwise, you're going to be breaking down your muscle mass. You want to build muscle to burn fat. And yeah, don't believe people who are on the treadmill for 2 hours. You're just wasting your time. Do 30 minutes to 45 minutes tops. Don't want to do too much. Some people say I'm an idiot, but you're going to burn as many calories as that and then go do weight training, or do weight training and then do cardio, and wait until after your cardio to take your protein shake. There's just so much I'm going to go to detail with. I'm sorry, I got excited.
Wait, go back. He said when you're FTM, you should do 2 scoops.
Yeah,
now,
2
I
scoops.
didn't know this.
Yeah, you want to do 2 scoops because the more protein, the better. Because you want to put on mass, right?
Oh,
so you want the bigger calories, you want the bigger protein.
Didn't know.
Or take 1 scoop. Take 1 scoop and then take like 3 eggs. Don't do it raw though. That's disgusting. We're not in the 70s anymore. If you're looking to save more money though, you want to do 1 scoop and then substitute it with food like tuna fish, a whole can of tuna fish, or chicken, or eggs. You know, you want to make sure it's about 20 to 25 grams of protein. So, with food wise, if you want to do that way. Make sure your carbohydrates are whole wheat. You don't want to do basic carbohydrates like white flour and white bread and all that shit. Get like brown rice. I don't care if it tastes bad. Suck it up. Eat it. Vegetables. Veggie out, man. Like, seriously, you want a lot of vegetables. That's good carbs, and there's protein in the vegetables, especially broccoli, cauliflower, spinach, kale, all that stuff. A good carbohydrate to do is a sweet potato. But yeah, I'll go into further detail when I have the camera, and I'll show you all my supplements and stuff that I take. Take a lot of GNC stuff, but that's probably going to change. And creatine monohydrate, that's creatine of the past. I'll break those down. You probably don't even know what creatine is. Creatine, even for girls, can be beneficial. It increases your strength substantially, so, and muscle mass as well. But yeah, Echo here is finally working out, and I'm going to kick his ass one day in the gym, and we'll make sure to document this and bring the camera to the gym when this happens. Maybe have his girlfriend film it, and
probably,
yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, so, and then, do you have anything to add on the gym?
Happy birthday to me. Just kidding. Just birthday, not actual birthday. However, my girlfriend's birthday was a couple days ago, so happy birthday to her.
Woo!
Yeah, and he gave you kind of just the rundown on everything, give you the general idea, but then he'll really go into detail in these segments to help you guys out.
Yeah.
Per request, so hope that helps everybody. Yeah. It's good to be back. I'm going to edit this video now, and comments, likes, befriend us, anything, Tumblr, Facebook, you know what to do.
Yep.
See you later.
See ya.